Sometimes our reptilian overlords sprinkle crumbs on our tongue and we're allowed to lick them as long as we don't complain. I myself find that the footage coming out of Sony cameras to be pleasing, especially the colors. Since no camera company is brave enough to stand up to the reptilians, we have to embrace their technology. Lizard-like in its abilities, I don't mind it.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
I'm what is known as a douche tuber. I have a blue light in the background complementing my red shirt, and my microphone cord is sloping down much like your sack. I got some Sony footage today. I took the A7S III out with the 200 to 600 and 1.4 times teleconverter, and I did a bunch of HD 240p. Wow, does that ever look like trash? I miss my Panasonic already. Even though I haven't sold it yet, I wish I had. I've been practicing tracking birds in flight, and it's not going well. I saw this crow off in the distance, and he was eating something that's alive. I don't know if that's a rat, half fish hybrid, something. That crow is being a dick right now. I didn't think they even ate meat, but whatever. He flew off, and I was like, I could track you. Maybe not. I'll get it. I kind of did. And he was like somewhat in focus too. It was the same plane. I'm manually focusing here, and that's just glory. Sure, there's not one detail in the feathers, but I don't need any. I know that he's flying off with a half rat, half fish, and where's he gonna take it? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We got a crow. I tell you, it felt good to get back to the zone. I was using the GH6 for a long time, trying to make it work. It's okay, but like, it really is very limiting just having that one focal length, 400mm full frame equiv. It's like, this, I'm like 200 to 900 with that teleconverter, and you might as well just leave that thing on there. Because then you're like 900, you could zoom out. You're not losing quality really. The autofocus still works perfectly. It's like, wow. I got this duck flapping her wings, but I was like hidden behind foliage. There was moments where she peeked through. There's sharpness in her bum right now. And husband was like, look, it's up here. I'll come out of the foliage for you. It's up here, guy. Maybe move to the left sometime. He made fun of me, and that's okay. I finally saw a kingfisher again. It's been so long since I've been able to actually get one. Every time I see a kingfisher, they bolt for the heavens. They're gone. I don't get it. You're a kamikaze bird. You're basically a bomb. Nothing could touch you. Why are you afraid of me? I'm just there looking. I just want to see the show. Just relax. Do your thing, man. People have to like go in a hide to catch these kingfishers. What kind of life is that? You know that saying like water off a duck's back? I get it now. I get it now. When life tries to get you down, you don't worry about it. Just let it slide off you. Who cares? It doesn't stick to you. So what? Someone leaves a hater comment and says, hey, you look stupid today. It's like, I don't really care. That's not going to stay with me today. It's going to roll off my back, much like water would if I was a duck. And ducks are waterproof, basically. That lake looked cold. It wasn't even a lake, it was a creek. That's what made it worse. So when someone thumbs down your hair tutorial, just say, hey, that doesn't bother me. I'm going to continue doing what I do best. And you can go shove it. Or not, I don't care what you do. I must say, the Sony 240 frames, it's pretty trash. It's definitely trash. I did some topaz enhancement later, but they got all haywire. I don't know what happened. Topaz updated their software and something went really wrong in that update. As the cardinal takes a drink from the creek, not knowing that distilled water is healthier, he poisons his body for the next generation of cardinal babies to have arthritis in their hips. That's unfortunate. Bad decision, Dad. Now here's a compilation of me trying to follow this cardinal around. I'm really trying to practice getting it. It's like, oh, he's gone. That did not work. And this one I was zooming out to make sure I had more shot, and he already left, and I was like, oh, you piece of... I was not ready for that. I was not ready. You start over, Cardinal. All right, you're going there. Okay, I'm going to go over to the rule of 19ths and wait for it. Okay, you're ready? Okay, you're centered. This is bad framing already. There's no way I'm following you. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I couldn't keep up with that slow pace. I don't understand where my brain goes haywire when a bird's just flying gingerly, not even super fast, and I can't do it. Boom, gone. Help. Now this next moment, I paused in the woods. There was a bunch of birds. There was nothing for a while, and then I'm hearing all these birds, and I'm like, okay, look at all you guys. All right. None of you are close. I can't actually see any of you. I just hear you. And then this hawk thing flies from the ground up to a high branch, and I'm like, what is that? That's different. I've never seen that hawk before. Oh, my God. By the time I pressed record, he was gone. I got a slight glimpse. I got just enough to know that that was a Cooper's hawk. I looked it up after, and I was like, yeah. And then he kept going. I wasn't in focus. I'm like, where are you going? Come back. I'm following you. I'm totally tracking you. Come on, man. There he is. We got him. The Cooper's hawk. Wow. They're so ginger. So nimble up those leaves. Oh, they peck too. Wow. I thought they were like meat eaters or something, but we're learning today that they're branch hunters. Ah, that's fantastic. Yeah, that hawk took off. He landed pretty close, and I was able to get up, and I was like, okay, switch into 4K 120 so we have a better shot. Almost nailed the focus, and then he took off again. Man, that was so close. It was so close. It really pissed me off, too. I was like, that was my one chance at something new. I didn't get it, and I wasn't sure if I even got any of it. Thankfully, I got a freeze frame, like, oh, there's a hawk you saw for a split second. I was like, damn it. And I was like, would I have got the shot on Panasonic? Probably not. Would have been even worse. But I don't know, for some reason, I could not line up that shot properly with the teleconverter. It was like 900 mil. I hope Sony's working on either like improved HD 240p or a 480p that looks like this. Not very good, but somewhat usable. 480 frames. I tell you, the slower the better, and I do appreciate having the reach. Sometimes it's nice to get like this environmental shot. Okay, the bird's kind of small in the frame, but it works. Look at that tag team action. Wow. But like when you get close in, I always appreciate that, especially the ultra slow-mo, where like you see every little blink, every thought. Like you can literally see what the bird is thinking. Or you can imagine it, at least. It's like, yes, I need more of this in my life. Look at this tongue action. Bloop. Oh, wow. The cinema was ours. I actually enhanced that, I think. This was in Topaz, and I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened at all. Like, look at the left side. There's like a block in the tree. It's like, what is that? What happened here? None of it looks right. This was Apollo. Usually that works, but I don't know. The settings are very confusing. You have these weird names, like Greek Orthodox names, Artemis and Proteus, and like, I don't know what means what. Just tell me wildlife setting, bird feathers moving. This is the HD 240p upscaled to 4K 480p, and it just did not work right at all. And then there was this moment where he like jumped and there was snow splattering, and then we got a little closer up of his face, and I'm like, yes, the claws, cool, I'm gonna enhance this, and it's gonna be so magical in 480 frames per second. But again, I was left disappointed. The motion was somewhat respectable. It's like, okay, that did help. But then as I'm looking in the sky, I'm seeing some like weird banding. You wait for it. Coming up here, up at the top, it's like, what happened here? all that near his beak. It's like banding and strange noise artifacts, and I don't know, man. That did not work out well. That doesn't mean you shouldn't buy Topaz right now through my affiliate links. But I need to play around with settings. It's just so annoying. The preview thing never works for me. So like I have to render the whole thing, and that can take an hour. So like imagine just tweaking settings. Okay, wait an hour. Then okay, I'll tweak another hour. It's like 7 hours later, it's like, okay, what's the best one? Who has time for that? I do, obviously. I have no job. But this could be considered work in some cultures. What I do here. Last shot was a robin, and if I'm being honest with you, I think I preferred the Panty Boy image. What do you think? Better colors on the Panty Boy. Different lighting scenario, but hey, he's standing on one leg. He put the other leg down. Look at that. So for now, I embrace the Sony a7S III as the ultimate wildlife cam and potentially YouTube Studio if you don't mind disgusting Sony face technology. And for those who are confused, whenever I say disgusting Sony color science, I'm usually in Canon colors. This is true disgusting Sony S-Cinetone. Disgusting. Bleeding face technology. Gross. You're gross. But like there's nothing else. The A7 IV, you lose your frame rates. R6 Mark II, you also lose frame rates, and it's even less sharp than the A7 IV. That's embarrassing. So like there's nothing on the horizon coming. Nothing to look forward to in camera gear or life. So cheer me up by buying a Camera Conspiracies t-shirt. Or this camera today. I turned Mexicano. Goodbye.